What's going on, guys? Welcome to the Strategic Command World War One Empires in Turmoil DLC. Now, this game just came out. DLC just came out, I believe, yesterday. It's the first DLC to Strategic Command World War One, the one of the best, if not the best, strategic World War One game I've ever played. Which reminds me, I gotta probably replay it from start to finish. But this time for this DLC we are going to be playing the specific campaign that comes with Empires in Turmoil. As you can see from the screen art that I put on YouTube, as well as this little box cover here, you got the White Army and the Red Army, and yes, the Soviet Revolution. So once I saw this, I was like, I gotta play this. Just for this one campaign because the White Army and the Red Army and the full screen always was always something that really appealed to me. You know, like the whole Soviet Revolution. I know the White Army was close to at points beating the Soviets, and then just fact. I remember catching and reading that American troops were actually deployed to Russia. Like, we actually did get involved in that war, which I thought was really interesting. All right, so where do I find this campaign? The Great Game. So we got a bunch of start dates. My son wants a game. Perfect timing. So, hopefully you guys are doing good today. Now, one thing that's interesting is Strategic Command World War One is 60% off. If there's ever a time to buy this game, it's now. Uh, this game is by far one of the, well, like I said earlier, it's one of the best games that I've played, possibly the best. Uh, Apple makes it really hard. I don't know if this is a good thing or a bad thing to approve a game. Like, you got to put in the password 3 times. Come on. Oh. There you go, buddy. Okay. So, let's find this. Shadow of the Tsars, Russian Civil War, defend the great socialist or strangle it in the cradle. Okay, so this is it. Because I don't see any other date that's close. The Ludenov offensive, that's interesting. Alright, well, we're playing... Yeah, we're playing the Grand Alliance against the Soviets. Might be interesting to play the Bolsheviks, though. So play intermediate. Oh, I'm not playing veteran. I'm not that good. I do like that they have these different ways to do this. Quick animation now. We'll just do okay. And so if you hear some voices in the background, that's my son playing a new game. Usually on Roblox. Exactly. Today was a really crazy day. My is it gonna? Yeah. Okay. Here we go. So you see American units there. Oh, the Soviets got a lot of territory. Like a lot. Alex, go, go. Oh my. Alistia. Where is Alistia? Here, Alex. Where's Alistia? Oh. Oh, okay. So that's... Okay, they suffer desertions. Interesting. That means Petrograd's a little bit, Oh, that's suffering a lot of desertions. General strike triggers the... Okay. Dire Civil War begins. Great Poland Uprising begins. I didn't know about that. Polish and Czech forces clash in... I'm not going to be able to pronounce that. I'm Polish, too. I should be able to. Calls for British troops to intervene in Russia. The Bolshevik Baltic Fleet sorties ready for battle. Wow, that's a lot. All right, advice on me. Now, one real cool thing I love about Strategic Command is they have like these little events here, and it gives you multiple choices, and it offers like branching elements off the war. So I really enjoy that. You can have go down many different paths. Polish soldiers are willing to fight and die for their country. There's no doubt about that, but they will not tolerate being used in a war of aggression beyond Poland's historic borders. Neither the whites nor the reds favor us having our independence. So I wonder if the whites actually did favor Polish independence, that war would have made a difference. So trying to take our forces to Slomensk or beyond will only lead to mutinies and disorder within the army and win us no friends in Russia. To avoid any problems, restrain your campaigning to within Poland, Ukraine, Lithuania, and the area to the west of the Commander-in-Chief Polish Army. The Great War may have come to an end, but our own struggle to restore law, religion, and order is only the beginning. One thing that I found really interesting, I think I watched a documentary on this about how crazy it was about what was going on in the Russian government and the whole Russian economic system that the Bolsheviks were trying to introduce, and how it completely fell flat. It was really interesting. I forgot the documentary, but it was just like, wow, they had like no idea what they were doing. Our forces are divided through political and personal differences, but all we share hatred of those who have taken power and murdered the Tsar and Tsarina. So I don't have a chance to save the Tsar and Tsarina. There's actually if you catch on Netflix, there's actually a really good docudrama about it. It's really good. It covers the beginning of World War One, I believe, with the Tsar and going to the front and all the way to, well, you know what happens to the Tsar. To assist us in driving the Bolsheviks from Russia, British and American troops have landed in the north while French forces. It's probably why the Soviet Union was always a little bit antagonistic with the Americans because with this force support, we should have been able to consolidate our position, seek additional allies in Ukraine, Poland, and Finland, and advance our enemy in Petra. We need to act fast, striking hard before the Red Army. Maybe that's why the Soviets didn't like the Americans for so long. Exhausted by the efforts required to win the Great War, there's little public support for British soldiers to campaign deep into Russia. It is therefore strongly encouraged that you restrict the use of British forces in following regions in order to maintain British fighting spirit. Ooh. Okay, so I have to keep that in mind. So that's basically Poland and the UK now. I have to keep in mind on where they go. There's a lot of handicap. So this is what I'm talking about, the decision system. I really like this system. And it really comes in handy both when I played Strategic Command World War One from basically start to finish, and Strategic Command World War Two. This is the I was gonna say cherry on top, but this is such a vital component of these games that it changes so many different aspects on how you play World War One, play World War Two, and it distinguishes itself from pretty much any other casual strategic World War One and World War Two strategy game. Several white generals have established headquarters in Estonia and recruited thousands of soldiers. If we supply them with war materials, we'll arm a force of 2 corps. Well, that's not a lot in this game. And march on Petrograd, and the cost will be 250 MPs. Ooh. 50 MPs a turn for 5 turns. Where am I? Ooh. I don't even have 50. If we do not supply, we may be able to fill a British army in the Baltic instead, though this would be disastrous to build it. Let's do that. Ooh, I get some recon bombers. Where can I put them? All right, the WASD keys work. No, I think you have to. Okay. And then these guys, where can I put them? All right, I'll have to use the arrow keys. I don't think WASD keys work. No, they don't. Dang it. I love it when the WASD keys are mapped. Love it, but it's not there. Okay. How the heck? Where else can I put them? Just here, I guess, in this little town? In the Urals. Obviously, we're gonna put them there. Okay. More events? No, that's it. Okay. So, all right. Looking at the map, it's pretty big. I mean, we're going from Italy, North Africa, all the way to I don't know what countries go here. I forgot the name of the countries that go here. I have to look at a map. Ukraine. We got all the way Ukraine. We got Poland. But there's certain limits I can only go forward to. So I got to keep all this in mind because otherwise their fighting spirit, which basically means they're not going to fight well, is going to go down. Ooh, what is this? Armor train. Okay. And then I got some divisions. Ugh, divisions. Ooh, zonal control. Okay. And then they got a 7th Army Corps. I only got divisions. And they're Estonian troops. Interesting. So Finland's out. They're not getting involved in this. They're like, nah, this is not for us. It's not for us. You'll fight your own. Not for long, because you know the Finnish and the Soviet Union have a little couple of interactions between this and World War II. All right, so it's a mixture of many countries. Uh, let's see. Let me zoom out. Okay. I like that you could zoom out and get like an overall view here. So you got American troops. I do like this view. This gives you a more broader view. I don't know who's in a better strategic position here. What do you guys think? Do you think the whites are in a better strategic position or the reds? Because like this entire area is unsecured except for Kyiv has one rifle division, which is not good. I got some Cossacks here that are up against the Tzarina city. You know, it's interesting. I think the docudrama that I was on Netflix was also talking about how these are my troops. Yeah, I got some Cossacks in the Urals. Oh, I got a lot of Cossacks in the Urals. All right, let's move them forward. Um, but in that docudrama, they were talking about how the whites were so close to where the Tsar and Tsarina and the kids were. Like, you could hear shells on the horizon and such. Um, and actually, that was one reason why the Soviets did what they did. And it's raining, right? So I'm assuming, yeah, rain and fog. So I'm assuming I'm gonna get some negative. I got a lot. All right, so I got some cavalry guys and I got some division. I got a corps here. And I got some troops up here. What if I go around? We can go around their flank. And then I can have this guy come down here. We can cut them off. Yeah, let's do that. What do you guys think? I'm gonna move a division north. And then I'm gonna have this division head up here. And then I'm going to have these two cavalry divisions come around and cut them off from this road from any supplies coming here while these guys move west, and then we meet up. This way I can basically isolate anything here and just basically take a chunk of the country. What do you guys think? Is that a good? All right, so oh, that's not good. There's a lot of reds here and not many. Let's start moving. Oh, they could probably bring some forces from the... When in doubt, flank. So these are mountains, so I'm not going to be able to use the cavalry much in that area. But what I can do, move the 2nd Army Corps there. And I can use rail. I keep forgetting that you can use rail in this game, and it's probably a smart thing to do. So operate. So this is one thing that I love, and you know, some games do this, some games don't. A really good developer does. When you don't know what these buttons mean, instead of pulling out the manual and going like this, you can actually just hover over and it'll tell you. Forced march, upgrade, operate. I'm assuming operate means... Yes. So train. And then I got a division here. I guess I'll use that division there. Oh, wait, my bad. Can I undo that? I didn't realize I had a general here. I guess I'll move him next turn. I move this division north here. This way we can threaten them there. At least I'll have to keep troops there. This is going to be a little bit problematic. Ukraine doesn't have real troops, so I have a feeling they're going to take Ukraine quite easily. So we definitely want to defend key cities. It's a big map. And the thing that worries me is there's just so many fronts that are just unprotected, you know? So many avenues. And then these are Latvian troops. Alright, so how about this? We got an armored corps, and we got this division there. We want to move them back here. Move this guy there. Obviously, I'm not going to attack. I'm not stupid. But I will do that. And we'll push forward. This way we could outflank them, maybe. You might have to be next to. And then I know I saw some British, I think it's way up here, planes. I don't know where I'm gonna transport them to. It's a little rickety fighter, so good for recon. All right. They don't have any troops here, so I could do some major advancements. Beautiful. What is this? British fighting if British forces move north of this location. I'm assuming these are British forces. No, they're not. The Brits are over here. I like that they put this on the map. Thank you to the developers for doing that, because I would have been like, I don't know where these locations are. There's Georgian troops. We'll move them north. And I'll bring up the Brits. We got the British Navy here. We got a dreadnought there. I feel like doing the Tim the Toolman Taylor going, oh, oh, oh. If you guys don't remember that, I feel old. All right, so we moved guys here. Oh, there are more Brits here. How much? 10? Yeah, I guess. Let's move them. Let us move them there. can't move anymore. All right. I got these guys. Did I move them? Yes, I think we did. Right. Let's. Jeez. We are going west. Yeah, this way I can meet up with these guys. There's a lot of territory to be had. And that's probably not a good idea. We're going to do this. And then we're going to push our boys up there. I think we moved these guys. I think we moved most of everyone except the Americans. And so this is where the Americans and the Brits bring their boys. The 339th Infantry Regiment. So I don't even think it's a division or regular division. I don't know if this is a regiment or a full division, but for the first time, the Americans are going to engage the Soviets. Geez, these guys are in bad shape. At a 3, we definitely want to pull you guys back. So that's 3 points I could do, right? So they're at a 3, so I can take them to a 6. Before we do that, yeah, let's do that. Why not? Alright, so I think we are sort of good. He's defending, I guess, this part here. There's a British and American fleet. This is so weird. You have the British, Americans, Polish, like everybody's fighting against the Russians, the Soviet. Oh, I can keep pushing. Oh, these are my guys. My bad. I'm sorry. I thought those were theirs. So we could probably push south. I definitely would want some guys south. So we took that. Yeah, you're gonna hold that nexus. I'm just worried they can come down here and take those positions. So when in doubt, always advance. Always have the initiative. Always. Polski. Polish 1st Infantry Division against West Ukraine. We just abandoned our trenches. That's okay, we can cut them off. Oh yeah, bring the bad boy up. Alright. I'm just tempted to press the next button to see what happens. Yeah. Oh. Get all these little units here that I keep. Very good. Alright. Let's find out what happens next. Failure to garrison. Oh. Oh, I'm sorry. It was political. Really? Already? I just got them. I would love to read. Oh, wow. Okay. Nice. The French joined the fight. Whoa, that is a big expeditionary force. I would love to read what American newspapers were saying during that time. I wonder, is the strike have to do with our American troops in? So the British are doubling the amount of MPs that I get. Interesting. Very interesting. I like the way they kind of did this. The reduction of the death penalty lowers Bolshevik pop. Oh, oh. Yeah, they're building up their forces. Oh. Yeah, you took a heavy hit there. Yeah, I know they're gonna try to break out of this. I would too. I mean, if you have that many forces and the only thing around you is this light infantry division, you're bound to offensive artillery fire. You know, I didn't check out the the level of this guy. He's at a 3, but he did take some territory, and then he did pull some forces from this capital. Uh, French community. They just arrived. Bolshevik partisans bands form. Oh, oh, that's not good. Russian winter strikes. Oh, oh. So it's February 13th, 1919. Oh man. For a worldwide revolution? I didn't know they did that. Trotsky instills discipline, builds a 1 million man Red Army. Did he actually build a 1 million man Red Army? Alexander Kolchak. You know, it's interesting about so Lenin was regarded as you know, like of the Soviet Union. I remember watching a documentary where they were like, "All right, my successor, they could be anybody except this guy. I don't want this guy to be the successor. Anybody, I don't care who you choose, just not this guy." And that guy was Stalin. Given the political sentiment in France and the French army, it would be wise to limit. By keeping our French close to the desk, it will be able to maintain a domestic political support. We move the French divisions rather than 5 hectares away from. No, we would run severe risk. So basically, I get a French expeditionary force. It can't go nowhere. It's like fighting an army with like both your hands tied behind your back. You're like, you know, kind of like that. I like challenges though. We'll see how this works out. All right. Ooh. And they have entrenchments. That's interesting. These must be like crap units then. They're behind entrenchments and still taking heavy losses. And then once I come around, then interesting. Very interesting. All right. I'm assuming Kharkiv is a really good place to go and take their positions. And we're just gonna chill there. I believe engineer units can build fortifications. I'm trying to remember my stuff from playing the Strategic Command World War One. Oh wow, 36? No. Oh man, it's gonna take them forever to move though. That'll be a lot of money to move that unit. Did somebody say surrounded? These units are gonna make slow progress, but it's okay. So I got this unit surrounded. I'm hoping by being cut off from supplies, it's just a matter of time before it degrades. And the 7th Army Corps, that would be a good thing to bag. And it doesn't even look like they have real troops. He doesn't apply to these two guys. Alright, let's see how we're doing over here. Making significant progress. Except for that. These guys are moving slow because it's the mud. The mud is what's kicking my unit. Alright. 1 out of 3. Wow, yeah. And this unit, I'm gonna... Ooh, yeah, well... I need to put them on a rail. Alright, so we're going to... definitely increase for that guy. I know it's money. We gotta still keep going, guys. Still keep going. Alright, so they got a core here, and it looks like they're entrenched in the south and west. So we'll just keep going north. We will outflank the flankers. So now that unit is cut out. So, little by little, you know? Where is the, I know they have a Soviet fleet. I don't know where they're based out of. I know there's a... Where's the Soviet main base? In modern times, I think it's... Isn't it like somewhere right around here? Or is it here? I'm trying to remember. See, as of Azov. They have no territory here. So where would they have a fleet? The only places they could have a fleet is here. Oh, excuse me. Oh. Still have COVID. Nah, I don't have COVID. I had COVID, but some of the symptoms still. So Petrograd would be a vital location. I don't have any British ships here. I would have to move them to the Baltic. And I don't think you can in this game. I don't see any ingress areas here. To Mediterranean, 2 turns. Yeah, I don't think that you can ingress to the Baltic. So, let's start buying units. Should I actually buy units now that I'm thinking about it? What is this? Ural Whites. We're gonna buy some units for them. Because that actually... I'll wait till I can get some cores, actually. So, we'll hold off on them. And then I think the rest of the allies, I'm not even gonna bother because I mean the British are limited to like these specific zones. Don't cross the street, you know, kind of thing. Uh, so yeah, so I'm just gonna have to. I think the French only have spend 11 MP. I know it's gonna hurt their fighting spirit, but whatever. I came to fight, not to play. So where should I deploy them? He would be good, but then they would have a river. I'll deploy them there. So I got some French troops here. We'll push on here, or at least threaten them there. So the opportunity they had to like break out and maybe take Kiev and stuff like that, that is done. They will not have that capability now. Oh, you decided to come around and do that. Okay, well. 1-0. Fire! Fire! No effect. And my trenches here have been lost. I wonder why some units are not attached. I'm trying to remember the process of how to sack replace with. Oh, I forgot you could do that. All right, so I got my guys moving down south here. We're gonna run into this core. We'll try to flank them. All the war is just like flanking. That's all war is outflanking the other guy. It's basically what Stonewall Jackson did. He outflanked how many Union armies and kept the Union preoccupied in Shenandoah for how long? All right, so I'm gonna. Oh, you guys, because it's muddy. I'm gonna start moving these guys here. I want to go on the offensive, so I don't want to. I don't want to just sit back and do nothing. Minsk. Do you think they? Enemy contact. Okay. Well, at least we have some recon on Minsk. So now we know what's going on there. And they got some troops themselves, but that's okay. What we'll do is cut them off. I'm just worried he's going to cut me off here. Attack me from, he'll probably move south. How can I counter that, though? I'm going to need another Romanian unit. Can I buy a Romanian unit? I don't think so. So, I want to cut them off from supplies, which I just did. But their cavalry is going to cut my cavalry off. Oh, I forgot you could entrench. So let us... He's going to come down. What's up, buddy? Another game. Sandbox in space. You know, the one thing that... Alex, this doesn't work. You know, the one thing I don't like, and this is like in the App Store, where like you download one game and you subscribe to it, but every time you launch the game, it's like, oh, get this other game, and then you know, if you give it to a young one, they're like, I want this game, and then that game does the same thing, and it's just a never-ending thing. And before you know it, you're subscribed to like 20 different things, and I don't like when I don't know how developers like that sleep at night. I really don't, but. I'm gonna go north and cut them off. Cut supplies, cut supplies. Entrench. Oh, awesome. That really gets me very, like... I really gotta replay this game from 1914. Just playing it now, I remember how amazing it was. Okay, I think I'm good. I don't have too much money, so I can't really spend. Who are these guys? Southern Whites. Ah, cool. And I could purchase. I'm gonna wait. There's diplomacy in this game. There's some research I could put in. I'm not going to because I'd rather have bodies with. Heck, I'll take muskets if I have to. You know. But I need bodies. That's how we win the war, my friends. That's how we win the war. How do I move this guy? Operates. Spend 20. Yeah. How do I... Can I move him? Yeah, boy. That's how we could do it. Where should I move him to, though? If I want any recon anywhere, I would like it... Where is Moscow's the capital there, and we're a long way from there. That would be the objective. Yeah, let's move him here. We actually will have British forces. That probably cost me a lot of money. Alright. Next turn. Failure to garrison. Oh, I keep forgetting about that. Polish invasion rallies the people. Panzan. Oh, we got into the Baltic. So now we can actually challenge the Red Navy. If they are a challenge. I wonder if there are books, the 10 days that shook the world. If there are any books on the state of the Soviet Navy. There's a book on everything. But I wonder if there are any books on the Soviet Navy during the Russian Soviet Revolution. Face to Face and More says, which scenario is this, please? This is actually from the new DLC that just came out. So we are playing Turmoil, Empires in Turmoil. It's the first DLC for Strategic Command, World War One. This is actually 60% off. So wow, that's a really great price. If I didn't own the game at probably the best time to actually buy it. I don't think I've wondering if I've ever seen it that low. But yeah, it's 15 bucks and you get a lot of campaigns. The one that got me started was, I mean, you get all these really interesting campaigns, but that won me over right there. Shadow of the Tsars, which we are playing now. A Soviet Republic is proclaimed in Hungary. Interesting. But if I can recommend anything, I would highly recommend picking up this game for what is $16.99. It's a really great price. Uh, like I said earlier, wow, they're hitting my cavalry badly. Oh, they're gonna destroy me. Bloody. It was a risk I was willing to take. Yeah, they're trying to get out of it because they're surrounded. But like I was saying earlier, this Strategic Command World War One is one of the, or possibly the best. Dang, they're really doing a number on me. World War One strategy game, grand strategy game. Really like the textures they're using. Like, yeah, I know. I really like the textures they're using to represent like the difference in the weather and such. It's not gonna be a lot of fighting happening this turn, I don't think. I wonder why. I know, I know. There's a lot of snow on the ground. And we go. Our guys are gonna move slow with this now. Alright. So I got the French in the battle. We definitely need to increase this guy. I know they're gonna lose. So that's one cool thing I like about this game is like when you reinforce, you're losing the experience those soldiers gained because you're getting raw recruits. So the unit's getting bigger, but obviously you're getting fresh raw recruits that never touch combat, so the effectiveness goes down. I like it. I was playing another World War One game recently. I'm trying to remember it was in my library here. Western Front. While the game is okay, definitely if I had to choose, this one would be my go-to. That one tries to like combine like a Total War kind of element with a little bit of a campaign, and it doesn't really do each that well. It's alright. It's a good casual one, but I know when I play this one, I really get. I remember the first time playing this one, I was really like hooked on it. Probably not doing this right. I can't transport them. Dang it. All right, so I'm gonna still try to come around the flank there. My boys are holding good tight here. So we're just gonna be on the defensive here since we lost my guy over there. And keep pushing on this front. Nice! They got a bonus, now I got a bonus. Exactly. Alright. I wish I could put them on a rail. I don't think this is a rail, right? River, Ural, snow, and mud. I don't see any. Yeah, I don't think there's any. I think these are all just roads. I don't think there's that many. I don't think there was that many. What do you call it? Trains. That's the word I'm looking for. Ah. Um, or at least rail lines in during that time period. One to one. All right. I wonder how long it takes for them to lose supply. They're at 2. My guys are at 2 too. So I wonder how long it takes for that to happen. Since I got some cruises, it's time to do that. And we can lure out any Russian ships that are over there. And I'll put a sub right there. Just in case they come out. play. But I'm hoping their supplies drop out soon, because that's my objective. All right, so I got to figure out what I'm gonna do here. This is like another stalemate. I don't want this to be like the eastern and western, well, the western front, excuse me. I could probably put him here. Yeah, let's do that. Let's keep flanking. And then I can move that guy there. Fire! So, once I break them here, I can really do some damage. Oh, Knicks are playing the Washington Wizards tonight. Alright, and this should flank and destroy them. Actually, we're going to move the British here. Very good. Very good. Alright, so we completely cut them off. Beautiful. Beautiful. Wow, they're doing bad. Ah! Seriously? Alright, so far, I mean, I'm basically took care of this little pocket here. I shouldn't have done that. Zone of control, I forgot about that. I want to take that. Oh, he's moving. He's moving. And by the time these guys get anywhere, it's gonna take forever. Snow and mud in Urals. Alright, I think I'm gonna buy a unit because I think I need it. I got nothing coming up anyway. So one thing I do like is when you click on this, it takes you directly to where they're all disorganized. You got the Southern Whites, and then you got the Ural Whites. I wonder if they all fought like separately. I could build a core, which is what I wanted to build. So let's build that. All right, so I'm building a core for the Ural Whites, and then these guys I'm gonna build a core too. All right, and then I think there's no more money left. Yeah, I got no place to go. Let's just, I guess, build up these forces then. Got the Brits here. I mean, I got all these British ships and French ships, and I'm not gonna really be a much assistance because there is no Soviet Navy. It does not exist. I don't think so. What if I do this? Come around the flank. Yeah, let's do that. Enemy contact. Yeah, I keep forgetting that if you don't go like, if I was here and I went there, I wouldn't have had the ambush, but because I went over 2, I keep forgetting about that. But now that I have them, and they're not entrenched on the southern front, which is good. I'm gonna hold my guy there. Hold my guy there. Should I attack? I don't know. What do you guys think? I'm gonna wait one more turn. If I don't get a supply reduction for them, if they're not down to like one, then I'll attack. But I'm not gonna do it right now. I don't think there's any other Soviet bases. I'm just gonna increase that just in case. And I think we're good. We did that. We covered this front. We covered that front. Covered this front. We're eating them up here. There's nothing really going on here. I mean, it's pointless to go over these mountains, isn't it? Isn't it? I do got a British headquarters, but I'm not gonna build units down there. I'm pushing here. These guys are moving. Oh, I could do operational movement for this guy. But it's only... I guess we could do that. That's about it. Alright. I think we're good. I think that's basically all we can do in terms of advancements. Oh, I should have moved this guy. This is a division, and that's a corps. I'm definitely not advancing there. The one thing I will say is once I destroy them, I can move these two army corps to assist with either this front here. Yeah, so that's what I'm going to do next turn. I'm surprised they're not moving on Kiev. I'd be moving like there's no tomorrow. Oh, that's why I couldn't move him, because he's not on the railroad. I'm going to pull him back, actually. The reason being is I want to put him to Kiev, or at least here, to hold. Alright, I think we're good to go. Next turn. Jeez. That's not too bad. See, this is what I was hoping for, that unit up there. Oh, British aircraft arrive. Oh, whoa. Yeah. They're going to destroy that little militia unit. It's okay. I'll bring an army down. Oh, yeah, they're going after Kyiv. I'm going to redeploy my men. Ah, you see? That's why I did that. It's okay. You guys came out to play now. Oh, they did come out to play. That's a dreadnought. Oh, that's a big dreadnought. The Soviets had that kind of navy? Oh, they're doing some movements here. They're not playing games. Oh, they're surrounding my guys there. They're trading one-for-one losses. Alright. That guy better be, like, in really bad shape. Like, supply level 1. Yeah, they reconnected the lines. It's okay. Oh, they're about to cut my supply off here. I gotta be careful about that. They're doing a massive offensive there. Oh. Yeah, I definitely gotta send some troops to Kyiv. That's right, my sub just smacked you. Oh, they brought in some reinforcements against this front here. At least, what, one corps division. That looks like more mud. Yeah. Can I put them here? No, I gotta put them here, and then probably do an operational move. All right, that's okay. All right, so where did I take the heavy hits? I definitely need Kyiv. So we're definitely gonna do operational move. Yeah, and like that. Save the capital. All right, so that's gonna surround this guy. Hopefully his supply goes down. I'm gonna check on this guy's supply because it better be. Yeah, it's at one. Good. All right. So my ships took heavy damage because they're little dreadnoughts. I didn't know the Soviets had that fleet. I'm expecting the developers looked into it and said, wait, yeah, the Soviets did have a fleet. So I'm still 1-to-1 odds. It's all right. We're gonna take those odds. We're gonna first hit here. Then we're gonna hit here. I don't want to spend like all of Christmas just, you know. Ah, so close. I could have destroyed them. They're down to one. I'm moving this fleet out. I don't want to lose. I'm not sending light cruisers against dreadnoughts. We're moving away. Ooh, let's sink that before we do that. Hello. So they had a light cruiser. They definitely had a dreadnought. I knew they had that dreadnought. So the look of it, and I was like, yeah, that's a dreadnought, all right. Not playing around with that. All right, so we definitely need to send reinforcements there. Now, 22 MPs. And I think this guy can finish these two off. They're gonna try to, I guess, I don't know, try to make it for this area. I don't know, but we're gonna try to finish them off. Yeah, my guys are in bad shape. Because I should have took that fort. I must have moved troops down because I thought I had a clear line of sight, clear line of movement. See if I can get the Brits to come help. You're gonna be in my. I feel bad for these guys, but they're gonna have to hold this rifle division. I don't think they're up to it, but we shall see. All right, so. All right, all right, all right. So I got what, 2 corps and a division breaking their line here. So right now these guys are supplied from the capital probably, so they're getting some supplies from there. And now that I'm at the capital, I have this little partisan unit, but it can't match. And is this a railroad? This is land. I can't. It's all road. Where can I move these guys? Move them there. You know what I should have done actually with this unit? I should have increased their strength, but too late. Man, to move an operational unit, it's so expensive. And then this guy is Southern Wales. These guys are Don Cossacks. So it's you got so many like HQs and different commands reporting to each other. It's like at least I got this guy in Kiev. And then hopefully I can do an attack here. Start attacking him. Because he has, I don't know if you look on the map here, there's entrenchments here, there's entrenchments here. I'm going to attack that way. Ah, that's going to hurt. But I'm hoping it loosens it up. Dang it. Not enough. Close, but not enough. That costs a lot of money. Alright. So I got these guys here. And then they're trying to make some advancements here with their Western Army Corps. It's okay. Here come the Americans! Not doing much. Recon position. Yeah, actually, let him come up. I can attack him from all places. Let's see how smart the AI is. The AI, remember, is from my last grand campaign. I remember it was challenging, I believe. Because I remember I was like pushing the line back. Basically World War One. It was basically go and then push back a little bit. And then I push back. Then they push back. And I'm like, you know, and you're just going like that. In some cases, they made big advancements. Then I took some back. I made some. It was World War One. It was basically World War One. All right, so we now know what they have up there. Oh man, they brought a lot to. So we are now going to just go on the defensive here. I was gonna go on the offensive, but we're gonna relax here. We're gonna begin entrenchments if I can. So I want here and the south. So I want 3 at least from this guy if I can. Yeah. So basically World War One. We are doing World War One. I have no choice. I mean, they brought. I mean, look how many. 17th Army Corps, the 31st Division. So 2 corps, 2 divisions. So basically 3 divisions. I mean 3 corps. Excuse me. That should do something. I should cut these guys off and worry like, whoa, how are we gonna get supplies? And I'm gonna give you a day or two to reconsider. Pull back one. Ah, very good. So now I know what they have here. So they have a core there, and then they have a core there. Interesting. I cut this guy off, though. Oh, I totally forgot about this guy. Oh, and I put my English soldiers right in the Puerto Riga. That was not smart. I didn't look at it. Alright. I am probably going to have to see how long I've been going on for here. Yeah, a little over an hour. So, my first, this is going to be one of many streams. So far, I'm really liking it. I really like it. I really like there's like the Americans, you got the French, you got the British, and it shows the dysfunction of so many different allied nations working against one enemy. Because if you're the Bolsheviks, you know you're the Bolsheviks, right? You have one agenda, right? But right here, the Americans have one objective, the British have another objective. They can't go beyond these points. So I really like. I'm assuming the developers basically took that in mind. Said, all right, well, the Americans can't go past this point, or the British can't go past this point because of this, because of tensions at home. We're going to use this as a negative multiplier, thing like that. So I really like that they're including these things. And it makes me really want to go on my iPad and learn more about the Soviet Revolution because it that that is always like something that really interested in me. I remember seeing a documentary, like I was telling you, and the docudrama. Um, I know for maybe some of you guys it's not very interesting. Maybe World War One, World War Two is very interesting, but the formation of the USSR was always something that really. Are you okay? It was always something that was very interesting to me. Oh, seriously? All right, I'm gonna leave it here, guys. Um, so again, if you guys are really looking for a really great strategic World War One game, I can't recommend anything else. Usually, when I think of strategic World War One games, uh, this is my like go-to World War One uh, casual strategic grand strategy game. If I want to get a little bit more grognard level, there is, and this is also sold by Matrix Games, is uh, to end all wars. This is also sold. This is more grognard. So you know how like I'm going through turns in this game, and it's taking me maybe 10 minutes or so per turn, roughly. This one's gonna is more grognard level. So you're probably gonna be spending 30, 40, 50 minutes per each turn because there's so many different things going on, and I don't think it extends to the Russian Revolution. Um, I don't think it does. I'll have to double check on it. But if you want something that you can cover in a week or a couple weeks, uh, Strategic Command World War One is my game that I would highly recommend. Um, and then to end all wars, you need months to definitely play this out. Months and months and months to play out a game. So that's what I love about Matrix and Slithering. They have games for like whatever mood you're in. If you have like a week vacation, you just want to play a World War One, and you have like 12, 14 hours per day. Yeah, end all wars. If you want to play a little bit per night, maybe at the end of the night, maybe for like an hour, get through maybe a few weeks, few months. Strategic Command World War I is your thing, but it also has these a lot of other cool things about it. Is like, you have, obviously you could do the whole campaign from start to finish, but now that they added this whole Russian Soviet um, war, that is a whole nother campaign that is very intoxicating. um, you have multiple different campaigns that you could start from, and then now of course we have this new DLC that they came out with that adds just a litany of a lot more. And I was going through some of the dev logs for it, and they were really interesting. There's like one or two other ones that I want to actually catch up on, because from the dev log that I read, which I did a channel, check out my video for it. It's in my log. Uh, there's some really, really cool ones in here that I gotta find out which one it was. I think maybe this one. I think also maybe this one. I don't know. I have to look it up. But this one is $15, and then the main game, which I highly recommend getting at this crazy price of $16. That's a few Starbucks coffees for an incredible game. Anyway, hopefully you guys enjoy it, and you can see right here how positive it is. 90%. Wow. Yeah. All right. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this. Catch you next one. See you then.